Guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our Road to the League with Southport, going into what is the 2043 season. Do a season round out before we hit the... Actually, let's hit first the end of season wrap up, and then we'll hit the wrap up for all the player stats and everything like that. Then we'll go into the roster, and then we'll go into some of the upgrades that we've had for this season. So that's what we'll go into. So here we go, end of season review. So we had the FA Cup for the second year in a row, and we won the Community Shield because we were the FA Cup winner, and we beat Arsenal 2-0. So technically a double. So the board says that Redeem is the signing of the season. Interesting. His 32 appearances will start 4 substitutes, 6 goals, 16 assists. I did not realize he had 16 assists. Yep, I can see why he's the key man. Benitez, we brought him in at 35 million. He struggled at times. We brought in Ronaldo. He played well at times and also struggled. We have to figure out which one's our goalkeeper. Ronaldo's going to start. Or not Ronaldo, but Ronaldson will be the one starting to start. Hamdi Darvishi was the backup. We need a third keeper. Alves brought in off a free because of some injuries. One of our big signings, John Griffiths, an amazing year from him. It doesn't show a lot in the ratings, but he played well. 2 goals, 5 assists, and 45 appearances. Tim Austin, 60 million from Newcastle, 51 appearances, 6.84. I thought he played fantastic. He's also only 21 years old. Paulo comes in from Liverpool on a free, does 52 appearances, 2 substitutes, 9 goals, 7 assists. This man put it down. His natural fitness is 16, which kind of helps him play at the level, stay at the level of this. And I thought he played particularly well with those 7 assists. Stanislav Askarov here came in from Freiburg, 68 million, played in 57 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. I thought he played rather well. The winter transfer window, we brought in Lundgren Kenwright, Liverpool for 19 million. They have 1 goal, 2 assists. I think he could be a player that slowly develops for us, and I'm fine with it. Lawson Washburn was another guy we brought in just for registration on a free, and he plays 9 appearances starting, 29 out of reserve, and I thought he played decent in the reserve. Now the outs, like a couple good sales in here. This was a good sale for us. For Tomasau. He has 1 goal, 3 assists in 29 appearances in the Bundesliga. Not great. Well, actually, it's pretty decent. 6.92. How does that compare to the year prior? It's essentially the same thing. We got him on a free and sold it for 30 million. I think that is actually a positive for that one. Daniel Kovacs, he wanted to leave. 7 goals, 11 assists. Okay. I see that. Castro. I think he's out on... Is that a sale? Yeah, that was a sale as well. Blackwell. Now, this one might have been a little bit controversial, at least to the board. But now that he's only played... this isn't a big leap. 34... 3 goals, 3 assists, and 6.86. We got better play in the middle for us. So I think that was a good sale as well. Tore out for 40 million. He wanted to leave, so that's not too bad. That's his average rating. Oria going out wasn't too bad. Davison goes to Liverpool. Now, he didn't play a lot for Liverpool So I feel like the fact that we made about 7 million off profit here, I like that. 7 million off profit and really get a down year for us. Last year, at about the same here. It doesn't do much for Liverpool. I mean, I'm feeling good with that one. As we go through, Dalsgaard, 4 goals, 1 assist. I mean, he's on the back end of his career, at least for us. Sunderland at the championship. No, he's in the Prem, 14th. So he's used actually off the bench. Okay, that's not too bad. Andrew's going to West Brom for 59 or 56 million and not having a decent year. He does have 1 assist, which is ironic. Must be a long kick. Sané, it wasn't too bad. Now, loans out. I feel like a lot of our loans out were pretty decent money-wise. I mean, there's a couple the board aren't happy with the loan fees. We could have got loan fees for. But I feel like we had a pretty good bit. And Jasper actually had a pretty good development year for himself here. And I think that takes him off of the loan list. I think he's going to be here for the foreseeable future. Okay, season results. Our top goal scorer was Connor Martin, actually in the league. We finished 6th. We have that Europa League tag because of our FA Cup win. Champions League, we were just supposed to be competitive, and we almost took that. Well, I mean, I felt like we could have taken that the distance if we didn't pull Man City again, and we pulled him again. Rios is our top goal scorer in this one with 5 goals. We are maxing out our home attendance. We'll see if we max it out when we're at 40,000. FA Cup, we'll win that. Our top goal scorer is Rios. I felt like we played pretty well. I mean, the Man City game and penalties was the only time we gave up more than 2 goals the entire FA Cup run. Otherwise, it was 2 or less goals, and we just had to score more. I felt good with that. Carabao Cup, Everton, we lost that one in penalties. Rios has the most goals with that. Board's not as happy. Well, we were knocked out of the quarterfinals, so latter stages, Board's okay with that. And then we took the Community Shield, and Miguel Rios and Connor won us that one with their 2 goals. Biggest win was against Burnley. Match to remember was a 4-2 win over West Ham. Goal of the season is a Malik goal from 30 yards out. I remember this one. This was live commentary for this one, the Malik goal in the 43rd minute. This one was an absolute banger, upper 90 type of goal. Just passed it up and just bangs it off a 2-touch. Like that is a great goal. So that is your goal of the season. For the finances, we're still Continental. I'm fine with that. No new sponsorship deals or anything. The annual revenue, as it compares to last year, is about the same for sponsorships. A little bit less in broadcast, but that's not by much. More in corporate and more in competition money because of the Champions League. And then not as much match day commercial and retail, but I think that's because at certain points last year, we could have been playing, I think for the first couple of weeks, maybe we were playing at Anfield, maybe. Jerseys, Martin, Fafa, Rios, Varelia, and Paulo up top. I feel like our non-domestic sales are great. Our domestic sales are actually great too. This is what we played with most of the years. We went to a 4-4-2. We're going to be playing a 4-4-2 next season, so I'm feeling pretty good with that. We got a lot of accolades this season for coach, so I would not be surprised if we're called the coach of the year. Club awards. Best average rating is Miguel Rios, and he's a young player. Signing the season, we saw that redeem. We saw the goal scorer. Top goal scorer was Rios with 27. Redeem has the most assists with 16. Most man of the match goes to Rios, as well as match rating. Competition awards. So Fafa got the U21's player of the year. Now, this is for last season, but this is I don't know, man. Sung Fafa might make this fan base angry. Northwest Football Awards, the rising star of the season was the Connor Martin. I think Connor Martin's going to be here for a long time at this point. And then, yeah, he gets the English Premier Division 1 as well. So, I'm feeling good. Southport owe everything to powering through the middle of the season that really set them on their way. And once Southport got rolling midway through the season, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, media. New media things. Okay. That was our end of season review. Almost 1 million followers just in that season alone. Most of them oriented to be core supporters. Nice. Okay. Season ticket. Okay, we're going to sell out our stadium already. Club Vision. I like this. That's fine. Sign players to sell for profits. Reach the latter stages of the Europa League. Okay. I'll accept this. A lot of that, we want to actually do that. Let's look at the Premier League for the stats. So, most goals this season, Axel Ferreira with 35. Wow. Brad has 21, and then it's like this. Like, Connor Martin's down here, tied for 9th. Expected goals, Rios is down here at 18. Okay. Literally his... Okay. It's on par with what he should have. Overperformance. I mean, Connor Martin's only supposed to have 4. Look like with his SG, and he had 14. Okay. Who underperformed? Yeah, we didn't have anyone that underperformed there, which is nice. Average rating, Axel Ferreira goes with a 7.80. Man of the matches goes to Ferreira. Varela, though, had 6. Okay. Shutouts, Lua on Chelsea had 17, 16 for Sergio Rosano on United. Geraldo has 16, and Puss for, wow, Southampton. Wow, okay. Oh, he's on loan from Dortmund. Okay, let's not scout him. Geraldo? Okay, I can see that. Sergio Rosano? He's a good Prem player. And Lua? I mean, actually looks pretty good. Assist, Trafford Williams on Aston Villa as the most. With 16. Okay. Yeah. What to do? Let's look at our actual stats. As for contracts right now, everyone is signed under contract for foreseeable future. Besides, I think Holberg, he's joining Hoffenheim, so we don't have to worry about that. Douglas has already provisionally agreed to one, and so has Ayer, so they will likely be on loan for next season. But everyone else is under contract, so it's, whether it be good or bad, that's what we have right now. Now let's look at here. Okay, squad view. Let's make sure we don't have not the club. I don't care. All right, so let's look at this. Appearances. Connor Martin has 60 appearances, 21 goals, 10 assists. From up top. Okay, that's pretty good from that. But our leading goal scorer is Rios with 27 goals and 9 assists. So 2 in the 20s. That's actually pretty good for us. For assists, it's Redeemed coming off the wing with 16. Really on the other side getting 13. Enrique probably in our previous formation had this. And then Martin played both like an advanced forward, but also a complete forward. Same thing with Rios. So we're getting some actual assist there. Highest average rating is Rios. So our first target, I think, during this period is Ogden Milicevic. We're going to put in this bid, and it's likely going to cause everyone and their mother to put in a bid for him. So we'll see how this works. There was one more I was looking at. Remy? No, it's Ernad Bresson here. We're going to put in this bid for him as well. And we will actually get him on. So those were our two youngsters. And that will be our most of our transfer budget in its current form. A chip is good. The chip is falling. I think we make this. For 3 million? Okay then. The chip will be out. 3 million. This is an extra 5. I'm not keen on selling my best players, but 83 million, if someone wants to give me 83 million, I'll take it. Okay, Holmgren going out is a change of stuff. That's something I didn't anticipate, which is fine. 83 million though, that's big. And let's just act like I have that 83 million right now. And who am I looking at bringing in for that type of money that could play in midfield position? There's no way, bro. This guy is worth like 200 million. You are trolling me right now. He's not worth that. Okay, let's see who wins the Champions League. It is Real Madrid. See, Man City, you should have let us just beat you so we could have went on to the final and possibly won it for England. Okay, South. You know what? Oh my. I just realized something. If Man City wins that, they get an automatic qualification for the Champions League. They could have got us back in the Champions League. Damn you, Man City. You just could not win that game. That hurts my soul. That hurts my soul. That would have actually brought us in there. Oh, why? Okay. Who? Wait, what? Nantes actually won? They won a trophy? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, they beat PSG! They beat PSG! Oh my! So they actually won the league. They won the league. Was there a contract portion? No, there wasn't. He helped them win the league. Let's hit continue. And let's get the guys that we want to bring in already in here. And then Holmgren, 80 million. I am going to say Barcelona. And you need to match it. Okay. Ernad Bresson will be here. So he is going to join us, which is going to be great. Now, since he wants to go to Barcelona, I'm going to make my bid. Since this is 80 million, I'm going to make my bid for Christopher Fury. I'm going to look at this. Ooh, a loan move? Now that's interesting. Because we can bring him in and have a future fee of 80 million or 90 million for next year and pay that 90 million. That is interesting. It is Benfica defender Gilberto Eric Senior. So he is fairly consistent performer, works well within a team. I think he could be a good player that could play any position on the backside, but I'd rather put him in the middle. Now, to compare him with anyone in the back, let's say Tim Austin, for example, our other starter. It's like having two of him back there. Austin is better in many aspects, but we're like actually pairing two young players. They're 21 years old together. Now we play back there most of the time. Not Griffiths. Let's do McGrath. He's better. Noah Bernard. He's better. When we look at Malik, he's about what Malik is. Malik's going to be playing, though, in midfield. Now, Robert, though, it's actually pretty similar in many cases. Thing is, I think he's just better in the middle. First touch is better. I mean, free kicking is a little bit better for Robert, but nothing is big. The physicals is better for Robert, but I have a feeling like he's not going to get any better. And I think we have a trade-off here where maybe we have a transition on the back end. Let's see what he actually wants. He wants to be a noteworthy player. He wants to be as a libero. That is interesting. Because as a libero, he's going to be playing up here. Bro, we could do some mad scientist stuff with this. You know what? Just because he wants to be playing as a libero, we're going to do this offer. Let's give him 40 million. Okay, let's give you 40 million. In 3 installments, let's give you another 10. It's 50 million for him. That one could be potentially insane because what we're looking like is we could play the inverted wing back on the left side. We can play our libero on the right, and we can play Malik more as a forward player, which would be absolutely fundamentally ridiculous, but hilarious. Now, we might have to take a step back from that and play that ridiculousness. They need more time. Yeah, so they're going to be out. That's fine. So this is what I'll use the whiteboard to make me think what it is. So you have Martin up here. You'll have our two wingers that are playing up here. Okay. The Mezzala plays in this space. And let's say Malik is playing here. If we have a libero playing here, like we'll have this L, he'll play here, and Askarov plays here. We fundamentally have what is technically a 2-2 like this. We will have to play though on the backside. We'll have to play a regroup so we can regroup everyone back on defense, which will be fine. But that would be some mad scientist ridiculous stuff that I am all for, and we are going to do it. Now, here comes the actual start of the transfer window. We don't get any ESC permits at this point. There would definitely be some deals going through. The window opens. They're going to say 115 million to go to Liverpool for Connor Martin. I'm going to say that's not going to happen. I want 180 million. If you whoops. If you want Martin, it's going to be his actual release clause. All right, Benfica hasn't decided that. Rochon will be confirmed. We're gonna send him on a fun little language bit. So Rochon is officially in here as one of my middle players. So our back portion is actually set. Fafa still hasn't gotten that bid, but it will be coming in. Long grid, let's put long grid here. Ravashi, let's put him just in case. Okay, Alves is finally getting an actual loan portion. Oh, we brought him on because of that. There is registration requirements for the Europa League, right? I'm not crazy. I'm pretty sure there is. It should be just like the Champions League. 3 months. Okay. Okay, we'll have trained at the club. That's 1, 2, 3. We might have to actually. Giovanna will be here. There'll be a club. And also you'll be here. Club trained in nation. We have enough trained in nation. Okay. So yeah, we're fine internationally to actually sell him. Okay, Benfica wants a 40%. I think if we reject this and we go back and look to give them an offer that's more. I think I'm gonna need to go one day and just resend them an offer. I want him without that 40% because I think he is going to be a fantastic player. And we don't want to give Benfica like a shit ton of money, even if it means we pay a little bit more up front. I'm gonna say no, but he's going to play in that position. I'll qualify for the Champions League. Bro, this man looks like a fantastic player. I'm gonna say no to this, and I'm gonna give you an extra $1 million a year. All right, so there is our defense. Okay, there's Milosevic. We'll worry about him here. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for that. So I found someone even better than Christopher Fury. Adrian Chamorro. He's 22 years old. Spanish. I mean, this man looks better across the board. Fury is more of an edge player, playing at one of the wings, and is better at free kicking. But yeah, look at this. We'll be using him as a mezzala. Besides his long shots, this man is perfect. And while he's not consistent, he's not consistent. He's not inconsistent. So, and it's only 30 million. So we're going to come out and give this the old college try. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to give them installments over 12 months of like 10 million. So we'll put 50 million on this. And this will likely be the end of what we end up doing. Because that is an insane bit of play. Regular starter. He's not going to be attacking midfielder. I'm going to give him this. And then we're good. Give him $8 million for 4 years. And now we're ready. So that's our middle of our midfield. All right, so signings last season. We had one. Redeem. There's a good one. Haynes. Juan Carlos Lamas. For Wolves. The best one was Geraldo. The keeper. Yes, the keeper for Tottenham. And then relegated. Wolves was relegated back down. Fulham and West Brom. So those are the ones that were put down. We will play Arsenal again in the Community Shield. So that will be our first game of next episode. And here is our goals. So reach the quarterfinal. I'm going to say reach semifinal. Top half finish. Reach quarterfinal. Third round of the Carabao Cup. Let's say fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, so what we'll be playing with when we go through. Askarov in the back of the left. Austin will be the ball-playing defender back here on cover. Cecina will be the libero that plays up in the space when Malik is forward. Griffiths will be a fullback on support. Askarov will be the inside wing back. Miloslevic will be a wing up on the left side. Redeem on the right of the ring. Malik in the middle with Tomorrow. I can't roll my R, so there's that. Martin and Rios up top. As for the bench, not much has changed. Jorgensen will be back, but otherwise, returning a lot of players that we were going to return anyway. So that was a good one. A lot of these players are going to be on loan or sold, so we don't have to worry about that. I think ultimately at the end of the day, we will be down at 0 with Fafa's sale. And we will be technically about 100 million plus with the TV rights this season. How it kind of sets is that we reached the quarterfinal in the Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, we have the Community Shield. We don't enter the league phase until the 10th of September. So that is around here. So second month in, we won't enter that. So that is actually pretty interesting. We'll have to see who we end up drawing from that. My other alternative stuff that we're looking at is when I look at who I've brought in at this point, and I think like Adrian being 22, that's fine. We've brought in, I think, 1, 2, 3. So 3 players that are under 21. So I might look as we sell a couple of players, 3 players that we can develop through our youth academy. So we'll see what those are, and we'll kind of wrap this up as we go through with a couple of projections, and we'll go from there. Okay, I just found someone that was just released, 31 years old, released from Everton. This man could do it all. But bro, we have to bring in Geraldo. There's nowhere in the world Geraldo isn't the one we pull in. This is likely going to take a lot of money. I will give him star player. Oh my god, we can actually fit this in our budget. There's no way. 2 years? We get him for like 11 or 13. 14.1? I'm not arguing with you. That is a big one. All right, so our first actual projection. Is there any surprise? Axel Ferreira, top goal scorers. Rad. I mean, this isn't anything to really talk about. We had the first game in the new stadium which we'll have to wait until the season for that. We've put a healthy amount of players out on loan. I think we're not going to be signing anyone unless they're youth players. I did have to make one other thing because Newcastle actually signed the guy that we're looking for. That we're going to go with. Where's he at? Jose Giraldo. He's probably not even going to start with them, so it's just annoying that they took him from us. But I mean, they paid him 13.7, so that kind of makes sense. Instead, we tried to get the guy from, is it Bayern? Because he's in here. The guy that we had from Bayern, but the loan for this was absolutely ridiculous, and he doesn't want to come over here, so we stopped that. And we went ahead and signed. Where is he? Kevin Ramirez. He's coming over from Nuremberg, Ecuadorian. We paid 40 million for him. He had a decent year on loan from AC Milan to Nuremberg. Originally, he's from AC Milan, and that's where that one there. So pretty good profit for AC Milan. But what we're looking at for him is, at this rate, this guy's really good. He's better. He's better both attacking and defending. His speed and physical got to go up, but he is better than this guy right here, which is insane. On top of it, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. We were looking at Jose Giraldo. I think he can, in maybe 5 years, he can be that kind of player. Like, I think he can do it. So this one was a massive bit. Connor Martin did get a knock. He'll be back by this I think by this Arsenal game that we'll have next episode. And yeah, that's kind of how we go into this one. There's probably going to be a couple more kind of projection things that we'll see. Not anything big. Let's look at season preview. They say we're going to go at one position. No respect. Absolutely no respect out here. As for players, Rios is up here as a top player. Griffiths. But again, no respect for us, so we're going to have to grind this out with this 4-4-2. I feel like we have a good bit and a good base here. We have a couple of young players. Malik coming in is playing a big role. Ramirez coming in, playing a big role here. We're going to have to get those guys here. We're going to have to lean on Malik. On the back end, we're playing with a libero. We'll kind of have to see how it goes. It's actually worked out, oddly enough, very well. So when we look at here, when did he actually play? He didn't play there. Finally here, a 7.0. This was our backups against PSV. So this is going to be interesting when we come out here. Next episode, we'll have Arsenal, Newcastle, and West Ham. The finances are good. Are actually very good. So I'm feeling good with that. For that PSV game, we were just short of our actual bit. Let's look at our stadium. If we can just upgrade already. So we can go up to 53. Can we just ask the board for that? Do we improve training facilities? And would love to expand the ground even more. All right, before we end this episode, let's see if they'll give us that. Okay, we actually have something here. Top young players. Ronaldson in goal and Tim Austin. Could we have that? Training facilities. I would love to have this, please. Yes. He's in line to get some sort of upgrade, even if it means his ass is gone. Depending on how we play, we might end up sending him out, because the reality is, while we want him, I don't want to give him an insane contract like this. Like, my guy, you're a squad player. And that's it. You're a squad player at this point. You're not going to get a regular starter. You're a squad player. We've brought in a player that's better than you. Like, I'm sorry, but that's what you are. You're a reserve player. He does not like it. He has voiced his displeasure, and if we need to, we will we will sell him, and it will be $100 million. All right, so next episode we will take on Arsenal, Newcastle, and we'll probably put in West Ham in there to have some fun. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Pretty fun, interesting summer transfer window. Nothing insane. We didn't spend a bajillion dollars like we have over the last couple of years. This past year we spent about $261 million. The transfers out. Now that's from in reality, actually no, that's not correct. We've spent, what is that? That's 11, let's say that's 140 million. So about 180 million or so. The transfers out got about $210 million, 220. So still a pretty good ratio. With that, allows us to still be within balance. We've actually sold a lot of players. We're good. Our projection going into this next year is still what? It's still negative. It's still negative. I can't with this game sometimes. I don't think it'll be negative. Like, I think our ticket sales should be just like massively make this better. I'm gonna look at our income from last year. For air receipts was 20 million. So we should have an extra 20 million on top of this. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine because that's 20 million. But then we have to think that the Europa League, so we'll have those games. Those will be stacked with us. FA Cup run or Carabao Cup run, that's stacked with us. The season games, that's stacked with us. Like, I'm feeling good with this. Last year, our UEFA Champions League money was 60 million. So it is possible we can probably get maybe 40 million if we win the Europa League. But I feel like we're fine. The game doesn't think we're fine. We're fine. I'm fine with this. So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.